शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी है, गुणियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझी है, गुणियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
Following Amity tradition, we would now welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Vivek Lal, Chief Executive, General Atomics Global Corporation with Sapling. Sapling symbolizes new beginning, life, and growth. It will remind you of our association for times to come. I request Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Pandey, Joint Head, Amity School of Engineering and Technology, and Professor Ashwini Kumar Dubey, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Amity School of Engineering and Technology, to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Vivek Lal, Chief Executive, General Atomics Global Corporation. I would now request Professor J.K. Rai, Head Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, and Professor Pradeep Kumar, Electronics and Communication Engineering, ACET, to welcome Dr. William Selvamurthy, President, Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation. Now, without further ado, I request Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Pandey, Joint Head, Amity School of Engineering and Technology, to give the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Anya. Very good morning to all present here. On behalf of our Honorable Founder President, Sir, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, on behalf of our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, on behalf of our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Balvinder Shukla, on behalf of the whole Amity family and my own behalf, I would like to welcome Dr. Vivek Lal, the guest for today's, with huge round of applause, please. Sir, welcome you to Amity University, Uttar Pradesh. And we are thankful to you for sparing your valuable time this morning. Long back, we are following up almost for 1 year, and many times it happens we had made the schedule, and then at the last moment he has got some important meeting in some other part of the world. So thank you very much for sparing your valuable time this morning, and we are fortunate today. Thank you. I'd like to welcome all esteemed guests this morning, Dr. Selvamurthy sir, Dr. M.S. Prasadji, Dr. A.K. Singh ji, all other faculty members, and my colleague and students. This meeting and this talk will be very, very important. And in respect to, just I will give a brief profile of Dr. Vivek, who is the Chief Executive of General Atomic Global Corporation, based on headquarters in San Diego, California. And the General Atomic and affiliated companies that operates on 5 continents. The company produces a series of unmanned aircraft and provide electro-optical radars, signal intelligence, and automated airborne surveillance systems. GA produces electromagnetic aircraft launch and recovery systems, satellite surveillances, electromagnetic gases, and high-power laser, hyper-velocity projectiles, and power conversion systems. Global Atomic is the principal private sector participants in thermonuclear fusion research through its internationally recognized D3D and initial confined programs. Global Atomic is a leader in development of the next generation nuclear fission and high temperature material technologies. Dr. Vivek Lal has been unanimously elected to both the Board of Directors of US and Japan Business Council and the Global Board of Directors of US-India Council in Washington, D.C. In May 2018, he was appointed by the United States government in a key advisor role for a 2-year term in the US Cabinet Secretary, heading Department of Transportation, encompassing entities like the Federal Aviation Administration in Washington, D.C., which affects the US and global aviation policies and technologies. Dr. Vivek Lal earned a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering degree from Carleton University in Canada and a Master's of Aeronautical Engineering degree from Embry-Riddle Aeronautics University in Florida. He also has his PhD in Aerospace Engineering from Wichita State University in Kansas and his MBA from City University in Seattle. He has also completed management and executive courses at the American Management Association in Washington, D.C. Dr. Vivek has been the recipient of several honors, including in 2008 OCA, National Asian Pacific American Corporate Achievement Award in US. Cambridge, UK has listed his as one of only outstanding scientists of the 20th century. He has also been cited in Who's Who in several times. He is the Sigma Gamma Tau Aerospace Honor Society as well as the Pi Mu Epsilon Mathematical Honor Society. He was the president of the Mathematical Association of America. He has authored over 100 articles in various journals. Dr. Lal has appointed as chairman of the Indo-US Strategic Dialogue by the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce in 2021. So list is long, big, and with this, I would once again like to welcome Dr. Vivek Lal. And just for the information of Dr. Vivek, the MIT University presence is globally. And as we were talking in a casual meeting, we had 17 campuses outside India and 11 campuses, universities in India. And now 2 more universities are coming. As per the vision of our Honorable Founder President, to have 1 university in each state of India. And similarly, we had 17 campuses and around 200,000 students at a time studying in various campuses across the world. We have 25 schools and preschools across the globe. And we are offering a lot of interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary research in various areas, including engineering and technology, management, stem cell, and many more. And we are very much in research and innovation. And we have filed more than 1,800 patents. And some of these patents has already been commercialized. Government of India has conferred with the best IPR award to MIT MIT University, Uttar Pradesh. So with this, once again, I would like to welcome, and we are eagerly waiting to hear you, how we can take forward all the associations with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Abhay Bansal, Joint Head, Amity School of Engineering and Technology, to please come up on the podium and address the audience.
Thank you. A very good morning to all. On behalf of our most respected Honorable Founder President, I welcome Dr. Vivek Lal, who is Chief Executive, General Atomics Global Corporation, San Diego County, California, USA. Please put your hands together for Dr. Vivek. Even during short discussion with Professor Vivek, Dr. Vivek, we had a lot of discussions. And it was really nice to know they have a lot of plan for expansion in US, in Dubai. They have very strong presence in Abu Dhabi also. So, Dr. Vivek, I'm sure together with you, there are a lot of possibilities. And Honorable Founder President has also announced Global Research Hub, which we are going to establish at Amity New York campus, which is 170-acre campus. And we are fortunate, Dr. Silvamurthy sir is there, who is spearheading from Founder President Office to establish Amity Global Research Hub, where Dr. Vivek, we would like to have collaboration of industry and top researchers, where we can work and solve problems which exist all over the world. And together we have to make world a best place to live, as per the vision of Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor. And I'm happy to see a lot of students. Let's explore the possibility, because with you, we always see, because in MIT, any activity we do has to be outcome based. And we look forward to see your presence. And it's already been mentioned, sir, we have one conference on 11th and 12th May at New York campus. We will extend our invitation, which you kindly accepted also, to see our campus and see how together we can work and make a big difference. And Silvamurthy sir will also be there. Our Group Vice Chancellor sir will also be there in that 2 days international conference which we are organizing. It's a world-class infrastructure which we want to create. With this, I once again welcome Dr. Vivek, and we look forward to see his deliberation, various opportunities where we can work together. We have very strong team of scientists. We have discussed, he has a lot of projects on artificial intelligence also. I've already mentioned we have bachelor, master program, and we also have Center for Artificial Intelligence, which has been established. And we look forward to have continuous engagement on whichever industry problems are there with you. And I have already mentioned we have industry collaboration like Tata, CII, FICCI at Noida campus, and we look forward to have association with you. With this, thank you very much, Dr. Vivek, and thank you and congratulations to all the team. Professor Pandey, Dr. Ashwin, Pradeep, please put your hands together for them, along with all student volunteers who have made this event happen. Thank you very much, and I welcome you once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would now like to invite Dr. William Selvamurthy, President, Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation, to please come up on the podium to address the audience and please give the opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Very good morning to every one of you. Our very distinguished guest today, Dr. Vivek Lal, the Chief Executive, General Atomics Global Corporation, and an icon in the field of defense, nuclear energy, all those sectors which are very, very vital and critical today, not only for India, but also for the whole globe. And if you look at his profile, which was read by Dr. M.K. Pandey, he's a great achiever. In young age, he has been able to scale new pinnacles of achievements in R&D and also for national security. And he has been associated with Amity. His first visit was in 2008. When I was talking to him, I was just wondering, he has such a long association with Amity. Even before I visited Amity, he has visited. Thank you, Dr. Vivek. Let's give a big clap to Dr. Vivek, who has a very strong connect with Amity. And also, when I was in DRDO, and since his projects are related to defense technologies, so we had a long association with DRDO. in many domains, right from Dr. Atre, then Dr. Saraswat, Dr. Natarajan. So all those people, they have associated with him from DRDO. Thanks to Vivek, we were able to get some critical technologies for surveillance at that time, particularly satellite surveillance and also the aerial platform-based surveillance. So thank you so much. Now we want to renew. Where there are so many DRDO people is there, right from Dr. A.K. Singh, Professor M.S. Prasad, Dr. Gopal Bhushan, and many more in the laboratory, Dr. V.K. Jain. So we are almost, Amity is now an extended arm of DRDO. We have so much connect with Dr. Satish Reddy and also with Dr. Kamath, who is the present chairman. So we would like to build the partnership from Amity in a big way, academia, DRDO, and Vivek, as well as the General Atomic Global. Yesterday night, I was talking to founder president late at almost close to midnight. So we were talking about your visit here. So Dr. Ashok Chauhan has conveyed his greetings to you, to your family. And also he wants to build strong partnership with your company and with you. And that is how we are going to connect with you as an honorary professor as well. I am told that you will be bestowed with that. You have already been bestowed, and now this is going, scroll is going to be given. And I would also like to compliment our colleagues, Dr. J.K. Rai, Dr. Pandey, Dr. Nidhi Gaur, and all those who are connected with this program. And is able to bring such a very distinguished visitor today, Dr. Vivek Lal, who is a great achiever, as he has also got the latest achievement as Lifetime Achievement Award from the President of USA, our Biden, Joe Biden. Let's give a big clap to this lifetime achievement. Because these things make us feel proud. As an Indian, doing so well across the globe, Amity feels proud to host you here, and we look forward to a long-lasting partnership with you. And his area of research, defense technologies, you can divide them into 4 categories. Sense, deny, reach, destroy. These are all the defense technology, nothing else. You have to sense. So he has worked on radar, electro-optics, synthetic aperture radar, satellite-based surveillance. So he has worked on sensing. The other area where he has worked is to deny countermeasures, electronic warfare. So that area also he has worked. Then reach, high power laser, then unmanned aircraft to reach that target. So reach, destroy. All the ammunitions like HPL, high power laser. He has worked in many, many domains of this. In addition, he has worked on thermal fusion, nuclear fusion. So this is another domain, because we talk about nuclear fission for energy. But his area is a niche area which is coming up, but not much more to be done on scaling up. And he has worked on thermonuclear fusion, which is a very important domain in which we also have some expertise from our nuclear physics group. He has been vice president and also India country head in Boeing. At that time, we have interacted with him. So such a great achiever is here today. So it is for us, how do we harness his love and affection for Amity, for all of you, that it is time for us, how do we harness? And he wants to give us an Indian who has been here for quite some time and grown up and then went for 30 years abroad. He wants to give back to his motherland. It is for the faculties, research scholars, students. How do you harness? He is willing to help us, but it is for us that how do we make efforts to harness this effort? And he is also in the Indo-US Strategic Dialogue. He is the chairman. He has been the chairman. And also US-India Business Council. He plays a very important role. So such a distinguished person is here. And founder president has a big dream that he wants to create a new world, which is seen by good health, happiness, peace, prosperity, through technology, science, technology, innovation. So that is why his focus is in Amity on research, innovation. We have started the Amity Institute of Defense Technology, and Dr. Neeraj Kumar is heading that as the director. And we have started a MTech Defense Technology program, BTech, MTech Integrated Defense Technology, PhD in Defense Technology. So this is one domain in which we will be able to give very strong, the students who have been groomed in defense laboratories, DRDO labs, as well as defense industry to you for direct deployment. And the AI, which is very close to your heart, artificial intelligence, The Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, and the President of our foundation, he is establishing a big center of excellence in AI. So again, this is a domain in which AI for defense application, AI for energy solutions, we'll be able to again contribute from this center of excellence. And Professor M.S. Prasad, who is from DRDO, he is a repository of knowledge in defense technology. He's already doing many projects related to AI for personal identification with Shivani Verma sitting here, foreign body detection on the runway, radar absorbing paints, so many thermal management in defense, new niche technologies we have developed, and also the terahertz for tunnel detections, and many, many more. So we are working in this Amity University, we are working in these areas related to defense technology. Some of them I just mentioned, for example. Similarly, space technology is very close to the founder President Hart, where he again, Professor Prasad is spearheading. We are going to put the nano satellite into space this year, the CubeSat, with two payloads, one for atmospheric detection, the other one is to look at nuclear, if there is any radiation, how do you detect the contaminated zone? He is working in that. Astrobiology is another strong vertical. So Amity has focused on this, as was mentioned. 1,900 patents have been filed. Now the score has reached 1,900. Many of them are getting translated into product technology process to reach out to the people. So this is the time when we can look at partnership in a big way. I will again come back when the interaction takes place. So I wish you all the best, the students, faculties. Now it is for us, the gold mine is here. How do you mine what you need, what we need? That is all left to us. And I'm sure you will do very well. And Founder President has attached a great significance to your visit and to your partnership. And maybe that we will try to arrange some interaction with him if it is convenient, because you are here only today or during the next visit, depending on his convenience. So with this, I welcome you once again, Vivek, and let's have a long-lasting partnership, because Amity always believes Dr. Chauhan has created the mission connect, mission synergy, mission outcome. These three missions drive Amity what it is today. And I'm sure that we will connect with you, bring synergy to your endeavors, and also we will have sustainable outcome for both Vivek as well as to Amity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insights. We have with us today Dr. Vivek Lal, an Indian origin General Atomic Global Corporation Chief Executive, honored with Lifetime Achievement Award by US President Joe Biden with the citation of with grateful recognition. So now, without a further ado, I would now like sir to please come up on the podium and address the audience.
Thank you so much for this very warm welcome to Amity University. I'd like to thank the founder president, Dr. Chauhan, Dr. Selmamurthy for those very kind words and comments, Dr. Bansal, Dr. Pandey, Dr. Dubey, Dr. Prasad, and Dr. Rai, and other faculty members, esteemed ladies and gentlemen that are present here. It's really an honor to address a room full of intellectuals and people who have achieved so much in their careers as faculty, and to see so many students interested in these topics and spending your valuable time over here. As has been said, although I've lived most of my life in the US, but my passion is definitely in the US-India corridor and to give back to this relationship, which has blossomed over the last few decades. So it is a shared progress. India has made some major progress on a number of advanced technology fields, but must broaden its technological base in order to remain a leader in the Indo-Pacific region against the growing Chinese influence. This includes the need to diversify and create additional scientific and technological institutions that attract global talent, such as all of you, to further strengthen the indigenous capabilities in cutting-edge, high technology, and basic sciences. The logical approach to dealing with this situation is to strengthen existing ties between India and the United States, especially by moving into more substantial collaborations with high technology content. Therefore, I was very pleased to hear of your New York campus and many other initiatives you have with universities in that part of the world. With India's demographics and industrial might complementing US technological entrepreneurism, the two nations can, in fact, form a natural partnership. Given their shared values, this relationship enjoys strong bipartisan support in both countries, and there is a great merit to expanding the partnership framework toward a knowledge-based economy through formal collaboration in high-tech areas of common interest. I would like to submit to you that there are three areas in which international collaboration has proven successful: national defense, energy, and space. Three fields in which the countries are already working together. Because progress in such high technology areas is strongly correlated to overall economic prosperity, properly established cooperation should help keep the two countries at the forefront of the future international political, economic, and social order. Moreover, successful collaboration in these areas is likely to spawn a number of joint India-US efforts in other matters of mutual interest. For example, health, education, information technology, and climate change. So looking at the first pillar that I talked about, national defense, defense has emerged as a major pillar in the Indo-US partnership, with progress in defense trade, joint exercises, personnel exchanges, maritime security, and counter-piracy. The aggregate worth of India's defense-related acquisitions from the US exceeds $25 billion now. And I remember a time when it was just $200 million. In June 2016, the US recognized India as a major defense partner to facilitate technology sharing to a level commensurate with that of top allies and partners. In 2018, India was elevated to Strategic Trade Authorization Tier 1 status, or also known as STA1, which allows India to receive license-free access to a wide range of military and dual-use technologies regulated by the Department of Commerce. The US and India continue to enhance peacekeeping collaboration with Indo-Pacific partners. Military exercises enhance US-India relations and help create a more stable and secure Indo-Pacific region. As you well know, there have been many foundational agreements signed between India and the US. One is the LMOA, which is the Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement. The other is COMCASA, which is the Communications Capability and Security Agreement. Another one is BECA, which is the Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement. So taken together, the long-established ties and new forward-looking pacts, which I just talked about, establish a new framework which is needed to push ahead with extensive collaboration on a number of high-tech defense activities of mutual interest. So I'll talk about some of these activities. One is, of course, intelligence sharing. Intelligence is by definition sensitive in nature. Yet there is growing need for intelligence sharing between India and the US. And as they have similar humanitarian goals, India and US face several common challenges, some of which manifest in the form of terrorism and extremism, proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, and of course, continuing dramatic military rise of some nations in the neighborhood. Cooperation in counterterrorism has seen considerable progress. And I think the Homeland Security Dialogue has also seen a lot of progress in cooperation on counterterrorism and security issues by both countries. The technologies that are underpinning intelligence gathering include innovative instrumentation to acquire data, the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning to extract facts, and trends from a myriad of data sources, and of course, cybersecurity to protect the information that has been obtained. These are all areas with enormous spin-off potential and should be emphasized not only in an academic environment, but as well as in the industrial environment. Full development and initial deployment of complex modern military systems takes more than a decade, as we all know. The US has made investments needed to accomplish this for modern aircraft, ships, and other equipment. Recognizing that it would be fiscally unwise for India to attempt to replicate the process, the two countries have established defense trade relationships. The US is committed to furthering streamlining US defense sales, for example, through the foreign military sales process and direct commercial sales process. Existing trade agreements cover many time-tested military systems, but attention is called here to two quite modern systems recently brought into service by the US that would have long-lasting value to the defense of India. The first of these is the unmanned aerial systems, the preferred mechanism for acquiring situational awareness over large geographical areas. This is of special importance to a country facing the possibility of hostile actions near very long borders. The second is aircraft carriers, an important class of assets for a country with an ocean boundary thousands of miles long. Involvement in the technologies that constitute the essence of these two systems will advance the high-tech aspirations of the Indian economy, as well as strengthen the military posture of the country. I'd like to turn my attention now to energy, and a little bit of that was spoken earlier. The quest for energy independence has animated both India and US policies. Both countries want to avoid the entanglements that come from over-reliance on countries with fundamentally different set of values. India has had to meet the rapidly increasing energy needs, while the US is increasingly influenced by the need to address the adverse effects on the climate of the burning of fossil fuels. India's own plans to realize energy sufficiency span the entire spectrum of sources from coal to nuclear to biofuels to renewables. The country's total installed renewable energy capacity as of September 2021 stood at nearly 101,000 megawatts, a massive leap from about 5,000 megawatts in 2004. India is currently the fourth biggest producer of wind energy in the world, after China, US, and Germany. It is clear to me that the interests in both countries lie in helping commercialize energy sources that meet long-term needs. So that means joint R&D, joint cooperation, whether it's renewable energy sources, nuclear fission, or nuclear fusion for the long term. And I was very happy to know that Amity has a nuclear program as well. So other than advanced nuclear fission reactors, there's a lot of work that's being done in nuclear fusion. And in fact, I'll be visiting India's nuclear fusion facilities tomorrow. The other topic and the third pillar that I'd like to talk about is space, and that was mentioned as well. The US is a pioneer in advancing and implementing space technology. Building on the success of satellites and moon exploration programs, India is now joining the ranks of the world leaders in this area. There is a strong history of collaboration between NASA and ISRO, which forms a firm foundation for pursuing future collaboration with greater high-tech content. And I think academic institutions like Amity have a great role to play in space. India has aggressive plans for manned spaceflight and will soon join the exclusive club of nations who have accomplished this objective. The US plans for future deep space exploration are still taking shape under the Artemis mission to establish first long-term presence on the moon in preparation for the next giant leap, sending first astronauts to Mars. At the center of this mission is addressing the energy challenge. In the case of Mars voyage, the flight time needed to be short enough that astronaut health will not be threatened by the increased radiation dose rate. In the case of sustainable colonies, the need is for surface energy source that can last for years, but is light enough to launch. In both cases, the favorite answer is in nuclear technology. Compared to chemical rockets, nuclear propulsion allows for broader launch windows and the ability to abort missions. Today, the development of requisite nuclear technologies for space missions is at an early stage. Active collaboration with India would spur the space of development. And I think institutions like Amity have a strong role to play in that joint collaboration. Earlier section of my speech that I addressed already noted the synergy between nuclear capabilities and ambitions of these two countries, but in particular, application does not have dual concerns as large-scale nuclear power. Progress in this field, which does not require a huge outlay of funds, would help both nations achieve their broader space ambitions and would increase the number of capable scientists and engineers in this field. So what are some of the obstacles, if I may, in full-fledged collaboration and cooperation at a country-to-country level? The first obstacle is the stiff resistance from China blocking India's entry into the nuclear suppliers group, despite its strong case for full membership. A second potential obstacle is disagreements on how to do digital trade, on which countries have differing points of view. The third potential barrier is an important one, but it's again fixable. The large gap in the level of government investment in R&D between the two nations. India has the lowest gross domestic expenditure in R&D among the top 10 economies, while the US tops the list, having recognized government-funded R&D is instrumental in creating and sustaining world-class higher education system that attracts the best talent. However, this is also fixable. As long as we recognize some of these challenges and work towards overcoming them, I think investment in basic and applied R&D is very critical. Investment in R&D is only one aspect, of course, of an effective portfolio of policies to foster innovation spanning regulatory, taxation, and even immigration matters, as well as fiscal allocations. It underscores the need for continued and enhanced active involvement by the government in nurturing science and technology-based innovation in the public as well as the private sector, and thereby also increasing employment in relatively well-paid high-tech jobs. Strengthening these assets is wise public policy that will stimulate economic growth and continue broadly to national prosperity in the coming years. I firmly believe that no one country has a lock on the best ideas. It was really enhancing to see the kind of collaborations Amity University has across the world in the recent SPIN conference. People from every country that I could think of that's involved in those types of research were present, and congratulations to the university for being able to bring everyone on a common platform. And that truly is a spirit. It has to be cooperation and collaboration because that's the way we will advance in R&D, not just for the good of US or India or any particular country, but for all of us. If the next generation of scholars and experts that are all sitting in this room have to save the globe and to save the country from elements that are undesirable, collaboration is essential. India and the US are perfectly positioned to lead the way. And I look forward to having a long-term collaboration with the university in areas of mutual interest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insights. Now, may I request Dr. William Silvamurthy, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Pandey, Professor J.K. Rai, Professor Pradeep Kumar, and Professor Ashwini Kumar Dubey to present mementos to our esteemed guest and Howard Department of Award of Honorary Professorship, which was honored virtually during SPIN 2022. And request Dr. Vivek Lal, Honorable Chief Guest, to kindly step forward for the presentation ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Vivek Lal. You could feel Vivek was not speaking from his mouth or brain, but he was speaking from his heart. He showed that how he is playing a very important role there in US to build a Indo-US strategic partnership, particularly in critical technologies, be it in defense or in nuclear energy or in space technology. They are all very strategic. So thank you so much for keeping India in your heart, Dr. Amity in your heart. So I thought we will introduce some of the faculties who are working in those areas that you mentioned. I'll start with Professor Prasad, MS Prasad. He has been in DRDO for more than 3 decades, and now he is director of the Institute of Space Science and Technology, and he is also spearheading many the defense-related projects in the Amity group. Over to you, Prasad. Prasad?
Thank you, sir.
Some of the projects, including Shivani, you can introduce that project also. Over to you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm in a Space Science Institute in MIT, and I have a colleague, Dr. Shivani Verma, who is there. Most of the time, what we are working on, couple of very important projects. First, I would like to mention the projects which we are doing for others. Recently, we are working on a project for NISA. NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar imaging. What is the problem they are finding out is that when they are calculating the range of space debris, they are finding out that the range gets migrated. I mean, it comes into a very large error. So my colleague has worked out, Dr. Shivani worked out a filter system, and we are currently going to produce that. But I would like to take a help from Dr. Vivek because my association is larger, very longer. I mean, long time back we were associated. Again, Shivani and her colleagues are working on a problem that can be designed a cognitive knowledge system to make the spacecraft health analysis. The problem came to us from JPL, known, IT's guys there. Problem is when you are sending a spacecraft to the Mars, it takes long time. It is not one day affair. So what happens if some problem comes on the spacecraft, the data has to come to Houston, which takes about 22 seconds to sometimes 20 minutes. And by that time, the spacecraft flies to about 7 kilometers per second, a very large distance that cannot be controlled. So they approached us, since we are working on a couple of AI projects that can be designed a cognitive system. My colleague doesn't have a PPT, otherwise we would have shown it to you. These are a couple of two important things. Then we are making a CubeSat for monitoring the radiation and as well as taking the photograph. In fact, one model is in my lab, it's in the dismantle mode. We are making a ground vehicle rover, which is totally autonomous. It does not require any information. You simply tell him where to go and where it is. I would request Dr. Vivek Lal to give us a help that my colleague wants to make it a moon rover on this concept, because there is no mapping of the moon rover, so it can go on its own. And if you like that idea, we can really build it up. These are a couple of important projects on which we are working on. We are also designing a system that now nobody can hide. Occluded face recognition till 90% and all physiological parameters, like how you walk, how you sit down, how you talk or point out. We have captured everything. And that intelligence system software version 1, Shivani is releasing, I think, on 14th or 15th, sir. And that is one of the important this thing we are making. And a couple of more small things are happening in space. We generally had large number of work on optimization of trajectory. We have done, and we will certainly like your help in designing a cognizant system for space health analysis. I mean, a spacecraft health analysis. For aircraft, we have number of data and we are working on that. Maybe within a couple of months, we will try to release it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Defense areas, defense projects.
Defense, a number of projects we have completed, like there was a small problem of, how do you distinguish between a camouflage item and the item, real item. So we came out with a polarized image concept, and that Air Force is trying to use it. There are other defense projects like how to do multiple target tracking. In case of land vehicle like tank and aircraft, those algorithms are in pipeline and implemented on this.
And body detection on the runway.
Yes, sir. So those will take time. There is a lot of this thing, but recently we are on, can we define a target from flying aircraft to a missile? So the aircraft has fired the missile and we want to then tell the missile which target to go on. So she and her colleague are establishing a radio link of about 100 kilometers from missile to the aircraft. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Shivani, just briefly tell about your project. Then we'll go to Apna Goyal.
Good morning to all. It's an absolute honor having you here, sir. Thank you so much. So, like Prasad sir said, we are working on a DRDO project. So it is related to identification of a person, and like sir said, nobody can hide. So we are capturing each and every parameter, even if the light conditions are low or even if the face is fully covered, we can still detect a person. That is one of the projects we are doing. Next, we are working on ISRO project. And number of other projects, like Silvamurthy sir mentioned, there are 4 verticals. So we are into sensing, we are into denying, we are into taking care, just attack is left. We are not working on that. So yeah, number of projects are in pipeline.
Thank you. Dr. Alpana Goyal, she is the director of Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology. And she is executing DITRA project on nuclear security.
Good morning. Myself, as I told, I am director of the Amity Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology. I am working on a number of projects, and the main project is what we are working presently is in collaboration with Texas A&M University and with DETRA. DETRA is a funding agency, Defense Threat Reduction Agency, where we are setting up the lab. It is almost complete. We have done we have procured all the equipment. We have HPG. We have all type of the detector in our lab: cerium bromide, sodium iodide, GM and all that. HPG, we are having 4 HPG in our lab. And then the part of the lab is we are also establishing a remote lab. Because during the COVID time, we learned that theory classes or the lecture we can deliver online, but nuclear lab is not available online. So we are developing a remote lab, which is available for all Indian universities who are doing work in the nuclear or in the physics, and the lab is not available there. So they can use the lab remotely. We will be giving them access to them, and they can perform an experiment without actual visiting to the lab. That is the main feature of this laboratory, and it is a unique in India. I have not seen any such laboratory. Our program is approved by Department of Atomic Energy, and we have all the radioactive sources which is under the AERB we have procured with our institution. We are presently doing research and the teaching because we have bachelor program, post-graduation program, and PhD program in nuclear science and technology. And our students are working well. They are placed or they are going for the higher studies, getting good scholarship internationally. And even BARC also recognize nuclear science and technology. So our students are working as a scientific officer in the BARC. And we have other faculty members who are working in the radiochemistry division also. So we have number of projects with BARC. Myself is a member of IAEA, where I am presently a vice chair of International Nuclear Security Education Network. This July, I am going to chair the session. So myself is working not only for the IAEA, I am an Indian ambassador of the WINS, World Institute of Nuclear Security, head office at Vienna. So number of international projects are going on in the institution, and we are a member of number of international bodies. So institution is not as a number, it is small, but we are achieving at a higher level. So you are welcome to the institution. You can come and we will show you the facility which we have developed.
Right. Thank you. The Sujata Pandey, she looks after the design center. We have a Amity Institute of Design.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome, Dr. Lal, to Amity University. Myself, I have a background in electronics and communications, and presently I am handling Innovation and Design Center. So normally we look after the design requirements for various students of the university who want to have their own startups. So moreover, we are looking into, the areas where the student needs some technical help regarding their design development and all. And along with that, we are associated with Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell. So it's a very big council where almost all the educational institutions of the country, they are all collaborated. And the main goal is to change the mindset of the students to become a job provider rather than job creator. Our design center, it is associated with Indian Navy also, and we have developed few projects for the Indian Navy. Like we had designed one tethered underwater vehicle for them to be used for communications underwater, and we have also designed one health monitoring system for firefighters in the ships. So that was displayed in during Navy Day in a naval house of our country. Along with that, we have also started one drone research center also. So there the students are working and working right from designing the drones as well as flying also. So I have one of the student volunteer with me right now. So Akshat, are you there in the audience? You can talk about the few projects that students are doing in the center. So can anybody please hand over the mic to him? So these students, they're very enthusiastic and they design the drone and participate in various competitions that are being held. So yes.
Good morning, everyone present here. So my name is Akshit Pardesi and I am with the Amity Drone Research Center. So it is a really good initiative that Amity University has taken to progress in the drone. Hello. So we have been working on many projects with Amity University, in association with every branch related to engineering over here. We have designed and fabricated our own designs, own frames for quadcopters. We have designed various kind of fixed wings for surveillance. We are working on facial recognition with quadcopters and as well as payload dropping. We have achieved semi-autonomous quadcopters recently, just a month or two ago, and we displayed it with pride and we named it AmiDrone. The quadcopters, in the field of quadcopters, I believe that Amity University would achieve fully autonomous obstacle avoidance courses for quadcopters in about a month or two, as we are making good progress. Our future goal for this is that most engineers should learn about quadcopters, and as well as it's a baby industry right now. It's increasing rapidly. Its uses in mostly everywhere it is used, I believe. Like right now, it can be used in AI, in association with AI to help us with medical emergencies, with national disasters and stuff. And we are also working on geofencing, quadcopter radars. That was one of that these two projects were given to us by MS Prasad sir and Sujata Pandey ma'am. And I believe that Amity would make great progress if we get a lot of support from you guys, continuous support.
Let's
Thank
give a
you.
big clap to.
Yes, and we are also working with few agri companies for developing a agri drone.
Thank
here.
you. I think Sujata, you can
Thank you.
walk with him when he is going around the campus too.
Yeah.
And last comment from Neeraj Kumar. He looks after our Amity Institute of Defense Technology. How you would like to connect with him?
Yeah. We are proud to host you here in Amity campus. Just 2 minutes, I just want to talk about my institute and then we'll talk about just take 2 minutes. The 2021, we started this program, Tech in Defense Technology. The whole syllabus is drafted by DRDO. And we took initiation and we are the #1 in defense technology area in the whole India. The best part of this course is 1 year students are in Amity and the next year, second year, they will be doing their research in different DRDO labs and defense industry. So many of the students are working in the DRDO labs. So the project they are doing in the DRDO is they're designing and developing the suspension system of the combat vehicle Arjun tank. They are working on the radar in LRD. And 4 of my students, they're working and they're so happy with the work that they're asking 2-3 more students to be sent there. And my first year students, they are sitting with me. Some of these students, they are working on the integration of UAV and UGV with the help of AI. And some students, they are working on the...
Can we see some of the students who are the...
Give the mic. You can give the mic to them.
Neeraj, any of you, how many students from defense technology? Just
right now, we have a 25 students here. All students are present here.
Please tell something what you are doing in brief. Very brief.
Students. What are the students? Just
can you?
Good morning.
Just introduce yourself.
Myself, Deepak Dhillon from MTech Defense Technology, second semester. I am working on an integration of UAV and UGV, as we have UGV for surveillance on border area, but we are missing a bird eye for that UGV. So I am working on kind of a vertical. So we can increase the range and mobility of the UGV by using a UAV bird eye from aerial. So we don't have to call back the UAV to the main center. It will call back by UGV on its own backbone for a charging system and AI and the further sensors and image processing in the UGV for night vision and tactical. And it also contains an anti-air drone system, which can detect the incoming drone from the border area to shoot it down. Thank you, sir.
Very good. I think we'll close at this. One more you want to mention?
Nitin?
Just press that.
Good morning, sir. I am Nitin from MTech Defense Technology. I am working on a drone detachable system for instant surveillance while a squad or a group of soldiers go for a mission. If they want to gather the information for that particular instance to modify their strategy and increase the possibility of success. So I am preparing a detachable drone system. Thank you.
Very good. I think this is just an example to show that our students are brilliant. And I have requested him to consider you people to work in the US company. So we are going to send the list of all of you who are working in different areas, which areas, and maybe that they will consider you for suitable placement or a research exposure over there for some time, for short.
Last question, Anya also she's very much excited.
Okay,
I've
Anya,
been
please.
waiting to ask you.
Please.
So we all are aware about the Ukraine-Russian war. So I recently read online how GASI's chief executive said that the GAASI offered two main MQNA Reaper UAVs to help the war-torn country improve the airborne intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. So sorry, I'm not able to pronounce this. Yes, sir. So I just wanted to know that what else did the GI do to help the country, to help Ukraine? With this, I wanted to know that what is the main difference between MQ9A and MQ9B?
Yeah, excellent question. So, of course, we stand ready to help Ukraine in any way we can. And those conversations go through the US government. So we continue to have those conversations with the US government as to what we can or cannot do in Ukraine. But your basic question of what's the difference between MQ9A and MQ9B. So it's a different, more advanced platform, the MQ9B. This takes into account a bigger wing, so longer endurance, longer range, more features like de-icing, etc., that are incorporated into this platform. And we call the MQ9B the Guardian platform. And so this latest platform has started service in Japan recently. And many countries are now adopting the MQ9B, which is the latest in a series of, I would say, 17 or 18 different versions that we've had.
Okay.
Very good. Clap for Ananya. Let's clap. Okay, thank you so much. Now I would request you to make 2 minutes, a few remarks based on the how we can connect with you. We are very keen to connect with you. Just a few thoughts from you.
Sure. No, I mean, hearing everyone speak, it's very inspiring what you all are doing at Amity. I'd certainly like to dig in a little more in terms of not only the stuff that you talked about on drones, but especially on the nuclear science side, because, you know, the name General Atomics, it started with the peaceful uses of atoms. So we have a very strong nuclear fusion and fission group, as well as, of course, in the drone technology. So I'd like to understand in more detail, and maybe on a future visit the different areas in more detail and your campus, so that we can make the right connections. We are 16,000 people in 5 continents and offices all over the world. So I need to assign the right people to have the conversations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now the book release.
Yes, go ahead.
We are excited to release the book, Advanced IoT Sensors, Networks and Systems, Select Proceedings of SPIN 2022, published by Springer in the gracious presence of Honorable Dr. Vivek Lal. I now request Dr. Vivek Lal to raise the curtain and release the book. This book is the result of months of hard work, dedication, and passion. The editors of the book are Professor Dr. Ashwini Kumar Dubey, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Amity School of Engineering and Technology. Professor Dr. Vijayan Sugumaran, Department of Decision and Information Sciences, Co-Director, Center of Data Science and Big Data Analytics, Oakland University. Professor Dr. Peter Han Ju Chong, School of Engineering, Computer and Mathematical Sciences, Auckland University of Technology, New Zealand. Forward by Dr. Vivek Lal, Dr. Harry Ruda, Dr. John M. Jenkins. Thank you, sir, for the forward and the release of book. Can we please have Professor Ashwini Kumar Dubey, Department of the Electronics and Communication Engineering, Amity School of Engineering and Technology, to extend the vote of thanks to our honorable guest, Dr. Vivek Lal, and the senior dignitaries.
Yeah, so thank you, Anya, for giving me this opportunity. A very good morning, one and all present here. In this roundtable discussion on opportunities of US-India high-tech collaborations from across the globe, you have joined online too. I, Professor Ashwini Kumar Dubey, take the opportunity and privilege to thank everyone who have come forward and organized this wonderful event. So on behalf of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Amity School of Engineering and Technology, and my own behalf, I am feeling honored to express my sincere thanks to our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, sir, for giving us an ideal platform and motivation to organize such type of events. Thank you, sir, for your best blessing always. I further express my sincere thanks to President RVF, Honorable Chancellor of Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Atul Chauhan, sir, for his constant support, guidance, and motivation to organize such events. Thank you, sir. I am feeling so honored to express my sincere thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest, esteemed Dr. Vivek Lal, Chief Executive, General Atomics Global Corporation, California, USA, and my best friend, the recipient of Lifetime Achievement Award by Honorable US President Mr. Joe Biden with the citation with grateful recognition. So please have a huge round of applause for him. Thank you, Dr. Vivekji, for gracing this occasion, wonderful occasion, and sharing your thoughts, vision, and direction, and even the collaboration probabilities in future, and interacting with our colleague and senior members of the Amity University. So thank you very much for gracing the occasion and spending your valuable time from your busy schedule. I can understand even how much busy you are, and it's a really pleasure for us to have with you, to discuss with you too many times. And thank you so much. I'm really obliged by your gracious presence here. I'm feeling honored to express my heartfelt gratitude to our dynamic leader, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla, Madam, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, for constantly inspiring us to strive better always. I'm feeling honored to express my heartfelt gratitude to great scientist, Dr. W. Silva Murthy, sir, President ASTIC, for moderating the session, and thank you so much, sir, for all your blessings always. Further, I express my heartfelt gratitude to Professor M.S. Prasad, sir, for gracing this occasion and giving some insightful related with the drone areas and the research where you are working. Thank you, Dr. Alpna, Madam, for gracing this occasion. I'm extremely thankful to Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Pandey and Professor Dr. Abhay Bansal, sir, for gracing this occasion and for all kind of help whenever we need. I extend my sincere thanks to Wing Commander Dr. M.K. Sarmaji, Additional Director, Events Coordination UP, for always being supportive in sharing the information of the events with all the Amity universities across the globe. Thank you, sir. I'm thankful to Professor J.K. Rai, Head of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, and Dr. Pradeep Kumar, Deputy Head of the Department, for their kind support and guidance to organize such type of wonderful events. I am thankful to all the respected Vice Chancellor, Dean, Head of the institutions, Head of the departments, faculty colleagues, and my dear students of Amity University who have joined the session offline and online. So thank you all. Further, I would like to thank entire organizing team, especially Dr. Nidhi Gaur, Assistant Professor EC Department, and Student Coordinator Anya Joshi, BTech EC, and all student volunteers of the event who have come forward to organize such type of events. So thank you all. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the entire IT team for providing us an uninterrupted IT support. So thank you, IT team. So thank you to all of you for joining us online, offline.
Particularly to all our students. Let's clap for our students. Brilliant students. Great. Thank you.